So if you're feeling a little bit stiff and want to improve your flexibility, but just don't have the time to dedicate yourself to a really hard, long program, then I have got some great news for you. I have got 3 stretches. That's all you need to help improve your flexibility and start to feel more mobile and fitter and generally better in yourself. So let's get into it. So the first of these stretches is a great all-rounder, and I love it so much because it targets so many different muscles. So as you can see here, sitting on the floor with your feet slightly apart, you're going to raise the hips up. Now this is going to put a great stretch into the shoulders. You can see here, you make sure that you tuck your tailbone in and try and maintain a really straight line. If you've got a little bit more flexibility to play with, you can see that you can bend in that foot and that will give even more of a stretch. So why do we do this stretch? Well, if you've tried this variation with the stepping back on your foot, you will notice that this causes a little bit more pain. And the reason that is because we are stretching the soles of the feet. Now, the feet are often a really neglected part of our body when it comes to stretching, but stretching the soles of your feet is a real game changer. Stretching your feet has a huge impact on the rest of your body, and this is due to one thing: fascia. This is a thin layer of tissue that encases everything in our body, from our muscles to our organs to our bones. Loosening up the fascia in the feet has a huge impact on loosening up the fascia around the rest of the body. Hence why you will always see the likes of dancers or gymnasts. They will always stretch their feet. It is vitally important. So that first stretch targeted the front of our body. So the second stretch now is going to target the back of our body, which is the part that allows us to bend, squat and fold and can help to reduce back pain. For this one, I want you to grab a rolled up towel or something like that, and you're going to place this in your hip crease. And then with your feet slightly apart, you're going to go down into the squat position. Now, I know this is quite an uncomfortable position sometimes, so I want you to try and get as low as you can. So from here, without dropping the towel, you're going to raise your hips up to the sky whilst keeping your hands on the floor. And I know that for many of you, this will mean that your legs won't straighten. Now, don't think you're the only one and that you're the most unflexible person in the world. We don't actually need to strengthen the knees in order to stretch out the hamstrings. And so we're going to alternate from a low squat to a front fold for around 60 seconds. Hold each position for a few seconds, and this will stretch out your hamstrings, glutes, and your lower back. And so we're going to move into the final stretch. And there are so many ways we can stretch a muscle, and depending on the outcome of flexibility that you're looking for or wanting to achieve, there are many different variations of stretches. I think one of the most important things is that maybe you try and incorporate stretching into your daily life, whether this means in the morning when you wake up, you do a few, little stretches, or maybe it's before you go to bed in the evening, just a little bit of a stretch out. Or maybe if you've got one of these kind of jobs where you're sitting at a desk all day, just take 5 minutes just to stretch out a little bit. All of this is going to have a huge impact on your flexibility and bring more mobility into your body. So with those first 2 exercises, we have worked so many different parts. We've worked the feet, the ankles, the quads, the hip flexors, the biceps, the chest, the hamstrings, and the lower back. For this last exercise, we're going to target the inner thighs, and we're going to do some work on our arms and side bends like this. So this is the final exercise. As I said, it's just 3 very simple exercises that you won't take you much time and that you can do every single day. Okay, so this last one is going to help with your inner thigh flexibility and can also help your posture. So we're going to go onto the floor in a kneeling position with one foot at the side. And what we're going to do is we're going to lunge over towards your ankle, making sure that your hips stay nice and straight. Remember to try and really lean into the stretch as far as you can. Go as far and deep as you can, but remember to keep those hips as straight as possible. So while doing the stretch, you're going to repeat it on both sides, leaning in as far as you can, but also being really conscious that you're keeping those hips nice and straight. So guys, thanks for watching, and I really hope you found these 3 stretches are going to be beneficial for you. I'd really love to hear from you. So if you want to drop me a comment, let me know how you get on with them. And I'm going to be doing lots more videos on various other types of stretching. So thanks again for watching. And if you want more of this kind of content, then you can click subscribe, and it's great to have you along. So thanks for watching. Bye guys.